YouTube. I came back from London last night at 11 p.m. And London's 5 hours ahead. Fun. But I did see a few plays there. 3, but I'm doing something I promised to do like a month ago. I'm going to review Wicked. Because I saw Wicked again. Yeah. And this is my spoiler review, so if you have not seen Wicked, then go check out me freaking out over it last month, which I can't put in the description because doing this on iPad, no idea how to. And there's one very interesting thing I noticed. To start off, in London, here's the London playbill. Well, this is the only thing they had. They never have a playbill, and you have to buy these anyway. You have to buy playbills there. But you can see the detail in her hair and stuff from behind them. And then look at this one. Yeah. Okay, but I think I'm going to split this up a bit. I'm just going to start with story. Okay, so Wicked is amazing, and I'm probably doing a review of the book also. I'm reading Son of Witch, is the second one, but Wicked is beautiful. And the story of it is good if you haven't seen the book, if you haven't read the book. And it's good if you have. It's just different. Different. Kind of like how they ruined every Harry Potter movie. Okay. But the story is really good. I do love the first act. And the second act's good. It just kind of... Okay. Pretty much the story and the basis of Wicked is pretty much the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good of the North before a tornado came to Oz. And it starts off with Glinda coming to the Munchkinlanders after the demise of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch. And it starts off with a beautiful song, which I will get into later. Okay. And she starts telling the story of the Wicked Witch. And you meet her father and her mother, and a character who we'll get into a bit later. But let's just say he gives a little green bottle to Elphaba's mother. Okay. And skip a few years to when Elphaba and Glinda go to Shiz. The only reason Elphaba's there is because of her sister Nessa, who has a deformity. She can't walk because of her coming too early, and it did not cause only her pain. Her mother passed in childbirth, and it was a very sad time, but that's how things happen. And going back to Glinda first entering, ticket. This is a little later on, but that's still Glinda. Elphaba, when she first comes, it's actually really nice to have. I kind of like it. Okay, this is the beginning scene. Actually, no, that's Emerald City. Never mind. Spoilers. And Glinda somehow gets a room with a terrible green girl because Nessa is staying with the headmistress. So distraught, Glinda didn't get what she wanted. Sounds like someone else we know. Daddy, I want it. A little bit. And they hate each other, and they do What Is This Feeling, which is a song all about them hating each other. And we come across a few characters in the time of Chiz. Fiyero, a prince from the Vinkus. He's a winking prince. Then, before that, you come across Bach. Head over here for Glinda. And when Glinda meets Fiyero, they immediately fall in love. The thing is, it's not as true as they want it to be. When Bach tries to ask Glinda to dance, Glinda makes him ask Nessa instead, giving Nessa an enthrallment in him that lasts a very, very long time. And Glinda gets what she wants because Elphaba helps her. And Glinda realizes that maybe looks on everything. And they become friends. Close friends. Best friends. And the thing is, Glinda doesn't care about the rest of the world anymore. Because she has someone real. And Elphaba, who is friends with a teacher called Dr. Dillamond, the only animal teacher at Chiz, who is a goat. And he gets taken because animals are going away without all the horse. Something's happening. Trouble. And so when the new teacher comes, he has a lion cub. One who would never learn to speak. Elphaba, so outraged by this, uses something inside of her. And everyone freezes, except for Fiyero. And they run the lion cub, and they save it. And there's a spark between them. And this will hurt Glinda later on a lot. When Elphaba finally goes to meet the wizard, she takes Glinda with her. And the wizard's not at all who they thought. When Elphaba can't stand it, she couldn't take it after what she did, because she is powerful. She can use ancient magic. And she made all these monkeys able to fly. They couldn't speak anymore, and it killed her. So Glinda ran and ran and ran. And when they finally knew where to escape, when Elphaba enchanted a broom to fly, Glinda wouldn't go with her. Because she wanted to feed her own ambition. She would sell her own ambition. And that ends the first act. Elphaba goes to the western skies. Then, returning, Elphaba meets her sister again, who is still with Bach. Though Bach hates it. Nessa Rose, her sister's wicked. In many, many ways. Elphaba enchants her shoes so that she can walk. Bach finally thinks he can go to see the engagement of his love, Glinda. Now Glinda, because when Dr. Dillamond disappeared, Glinda changed it to Glinda because that's how he pronounced her name. We're running out of time. So I'm going to skip forward a bit. A lot of stuff happened. You meet Scarecrow. Okay, you pretty much Tin Man, because that's Bach, he loses his heart. Because Nessa tries a spell and it doesn't work. Then, when Elphaba meets Glinda again, she learns Fiyero loves her. And she's distraught over it again. Then, Madame Morrible and the wizard need to get Elphaba. So they drop a house hunt system. Fun. And Dorothy takes shoes, which makes Elphaba so angry at Glinda. And when Fiyero comes to run away with Elphaba, Glinda cries a bit. She hates it. This was her love. Fiyero pretty much dies. He becomes a scarecrow. Oh, and the Cowardly Lions and Lion set free. Skip it a bit. Elphaba makes a spell, turns Fiyero into a scarecrow. Then go about Oz as normal. Dorothy trapped in the basement. She meets Glinda for the last time. They say their goodbyes. Dorothy throws water on the Wicked Witch, and she's dead, or so we think. When Glinda remembers on her way back from Elphaba's demise, she thinks about the bottle Elphaba kept under her pillow at Shiz, that she's now taken from Elphaba's corpse. And then she remembers a drink the wizard offered her so long ago, and they were one and the same, discovering that the wizard was Elphaba's father. Dun dun dun! Then, out of a trapdoor rises Elphaba, with Fiora. Then, they went away together, Fiora, Scarecrow, and Elphaba as the Wicked Witch. Ta-da! Okay, now let's get into songs. This first song is No One Mourns the Wicked, which happens at the beginning of the play. And it's beautiful, and my favorite part is when Glinda goes, "Goodness knows." And it's kind of sad. If you know the play, it's sad when she does that, because goodness knows the wicked die alone. Yeah. The wicked lives are lonely. And lives are lonely is kind of true if you think about it, but the dying alone part's kind of sad. The old Shiz, which is when they all come to Shiz for the first time. And it's okay, I don't actually remember it. The Wizard and I is when Elphaba thinks she's going to meet the wizard really early on, and it's a nice song. It's not extremely memorable, but yeah. What is the feeling, which I'm actually doing in course, and it's kind of funny, they're going back and forth the entire time. And at the very end, Elphaba screams, "Boo!" and Glinda goes, "Ah!" Then something bad, because something bad is happening in Oz. And that's with Dr. Dillamon and Elphaba, and it's good. And I could actually remember that one. It's a good song. It is. It's just not as good as some of the stuff. Dancing Through Life, which is okay. It's with Fiora and Glinda. It's okay. I don't like it that much. Popular, which my friends are obsessed with. I'm Not That Girl, which is really sad, but it's kind of really good at the same time. There's no really happy songs in Wicked. At least the good ones aren't happy. Yeah. One Short Day. Like, it's a one short day away. It's good. A Sentimental Man, which is sung by the Wizard, and no, it's not a nice song. It's a bad song. But, yeah. Defying Gravity, which is the most famous song from this play, and it's a good song. It's just not my favorite. It's probably everyone else's favorite, but, yeah. Thank Goodness, which I can't remember, so... Wonderful, which is by the Wizard again, which is a much better song than Sentimental Man. I'm Not That Girl, which is this time sung by Glinda instead of Elphaba, and it's sad and I love it. As Long As You're Mine, which is, I can't remember either. No Good Deed, it's my favorite song to play, and this is when Elphaba turns into the Scarecrow. And it actually has my second favorite line from the play. Let all of Oz be greed. I'm wicked through and through. March of the Witch Hunters, which is pretty good. The music's great in it, but For Good, which is last thing between Glinda and Elphaba, and it's so sad in the finale, and that's really good. And this is my favorite play ever, so yeah. So this play I'm going to give a 10 out of 10, and now we're going to now I'm going to tell you my favorite moment from the play. Is when Fiora and Elphaba first went away together. And when they're together, they sing this song, and she wants him to hold her tighter, to kiss him, to make sure that he's there. And then after the song, he asks her, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "It's just the first time." I feel wicked.